A621 out of Baslow, in a fairly urban area. Speed restriction at the moment is 30 miles an hour, keeping a good safety margin between ourselves and the silver vehicle up ahead. Just seeing the brake lights come on these vehicles. So what are they braking for? We're looking beyond the three vehicles that we can see, any movement from junctions near side or offside, any potential pedestrians, any movement from those. A good safety margin built in. Coming into this slight left-hand bend, restricted view around the near side, anticipating movement. So we just saw the blue vehicle emerging from the near side junction, so we moved out towards the white line, but bearing in mind any oncoming vehicles. 40 miles an hour speed restriction area. Primary route board, roundabout, we're looking to take the first exit, turn left. So we're just easing back now, hoping that some of these vehicles can get onto the roundabout without us having to come to a complete stop. You can see some of them braking, vehicles indicating and turning left. Nothing coming, and we're able to roll onto the roundabout. As we exit the roundabout, we're looking well ahead. We can see the road going around to the right in the distance. Again, just anticipating this vehicle in front potentially turning left or turning right. There's no point getting right up behind it. We're just waiting to see what's going to unfold. You can see the road now starting to open up. There's the de-restricted signs telling us the national speed limit of 60 miles an hour. Looking to make a bit of progress where we can and where it's safe. So, moving out. No increase in road speed. You can see the road ahead is clear, increasing the road speed and a nice overtake and returning to the near side in plenty of time for this left-hand bend. Telegraph poles showing us the direction of the road, or helping us to identify how severe some of these bends are. Road going round to the left, so we're positioning ourselves out towards the crown of the road, bearing in mind any oncoming vehicles. As soon as we see anything, we'll move in and sacrifice our position for safety. Double white line system in operation at the moment. That tells us there's a restricted view. Oncoming vehicles. There's the brake in the white line, back to a hazard warning line. We're starting to make some progress. Looking well ahead, we can see the road going around to the right in the distance, and we're warned of bends, first to the right and then the left. So tucking ourselves in towards the near side on this right-hand bend, we can see the towing in arrows showing us the solid white lines coming our way, and we're looking right the way around this right-hand bend using constant acceleration. That's just the engine pulling, so the bike stays and remains quite stable. Out towards the crown of the road, in anticipation ready for this left-hand bend. Still double whites, but we'll be prepared to sacrifice our position for safety. There's the brake in the white line, but again we're warned of crossroads, junctions, so we're looking for any cross views. Can we see across the tops of these walls or hedges, any vehicle movement? Once we're happy nothing's moving, we can then increase road speed back towards the speed restriction. Coming into this left-hand bend, we can see there's a junction off to the offside. And good cross views as well. Unfortunately the camera can't pick it up. There's a pedal cyclist in the distance. We're seeing it nice and early. We're trying to avoid any meeting the sandwich, so any oncoming vehicles, trying to get past the cyclist before they come to us, or wait until they've gone past. Keeping out towards the centre of the white line, centre of the carriageway, extending our view around the left-hand bend, in towards the near side, ready for the right-hand bend. Slightly more open bends now, so we've just got a hazard warning line in the centre of the carriageway, and we're looking well ahead. Nice, easy flowing bends. Keeping a nice steady pace on these open stretches. Just watching a bit of road surface issues there. A couple of times it's changing. A little bit of road repairs going on as well. So we've got parked vehicles as well near side. Keep your eye on any movement from those, any doors opening, any potential vehicles just going to indicate and pull straight out on us. Road going round to the right in the distance and slightly out of view as we climb uphill. Looking well ahead, oncoming vehicles, so we're tucking ourselves in towards the near side. Waiting for the brow of this hill to make sure there's no vehicles or any movement on the other side, any pedal cyclist or any vehicles overtaking coming towards us. More importantly, another lay-by on the near side, no vehicles in it. Another brow of a hill, so again we're just keeping the pace down in readiness for any hazards across the top of the brow. As we start to drop downhill now, we're moving out towards the white line to extend our view around the left-hand bend. You can see vehicles coming towards us now and vehicles in the offside lay-by. Again, be mindful of anybody doing U-turns, or you can see that vehicle sitting in the lay-by with its near side indicator on, but don't always take that as the clue. Sometimes people just leave indicators on and then just pull out on us. So we've built that into our riding plan. Build your riding plan on what you can see, what you can't see, and what you can reasonably expect to happen. So as we roll into these next series of bends, we're watching for the environment potentially changing. Are the bends going to start tightening up? We're getting a lot of information now. We're advised of its 40 miles an hour speed restriction for these series of bends. You can see the road surface changing. There's an awful lot of information to take on board. Oncoming vehicles, slow on the road, towing in arrows, another change in road surface, so the speed's got to come down. You've got to be able to deal with what we can see ahead. Parked vehicle near side, in that near side lay-by, an awful lot of information. Whilst we're trying to ride the bends, we're trying to look where we want to go, we need to make sure we're in the right position, and these bends are getting even tighter, so the speed's got to come down on the straight stretches, ease off on the straights, and then go back on constant into the series of bends. We'll always be able to exit the bend on our side of the road if the speed's correct. If the speed's too or in excess, then we are going to end up going over the centre white line and potentially into the opposing carriageway, or potentially losing position on the right hand bends, i.e. going off to the road onto the near side. So you can see how tight these bends are. The bike's really banked over, and the pace has had to come right down. Awful lot of information to take on board all at the same time to keep your riding safe.